Hi, it's Mother's Day. We just stopped at the floral shop. We're going to do some garden cleanup, get some of our vegetables planted, and maybe get the herb garden started today.
We've also got some special music today. We've got some Joe Stam music. With it being Mother's Day, and Jess and I are both away from our mothers today, this music is perfect.
I was staring in my coffee with the truck stop 100 miles from my home. A man walked up beside me, curly white hair, getting quarters for the phone. He leaned an elbow on the counter, turned and said, "Boy, can I ask you what is wrong? 'Cause I've seen that look before, staring up at me from a coffee cup gone cold." I just grinned and looked at him, said, "I've been out here on this road for a week. I've been stopping twice a day to put a call into an answering machine. Now I'm 100 miles from home, and the truth is a little more than I can face. I guess the road turned into home, and I've lost so many things along the way." He stood there stacking up his quarters, and a knowing look swam across his eyes. He said, "I missed anniversary dinners, holidays, and 3 different wives. I've traded graduations, ball games, and hugs from little arms for all these miles. It's hard to make the right turns when you have trouble looking past your own headlights. Over every hill there's gonna be a mountain that you're gonna have to climb. Around every bend there'll be another curve. Boy, you gotta hug that line. You gotta drop her down in gear. Think of how them people feel back at home. Keep a pocket full of quarters. Tell them just how much you miss them when you're gone. Took a drink of coffee that he paid for as he walked into the night. I never got his name, so I pulled myself together and I ran outside. But the only person out there was the waitress pulling on a cigarette. Faintly in the wind, that empty parking lot echoed what he said. Over every hill there's gonna be a mountain that you're gonna have to climb. Around every bend there'll be another curve. Oh, you gotta hug that line. You gotta drop her down in gear. Think of how them people feel back at home. Keep a pocket full of coal.
thinking this is just the tool for the job. Getting rid of these little tiny weeds before we plant. It's called a dual action hoe because it's got a sharp edge on both edges, so you can cut going both directions.
Looking through our seeds, trying to figure out what to plant in the herb garden this year, and trying to think if there's a spot outside of this raised garden bed that we could do kale. Some basil, some spearmint, red Reuben basil. We want some cilantro. There's dill. Also listening to these birds that say we had some mice get into these seeds when they were in the camper last year. And these I think are all different kinds of flowers. I'm not finding any cilantro. This is from my grandpa's mystery seeds.
Some poisonous moon seeds or something?
Yeah. We should plant one in a pot and see what happens.
Yeah.
Bird do you think that is?
I don't know.
Anybody know?
We're gonna sprinkle this on the roots and in the hole. Nice. Yep, so we don't bury this. So we're gonna split these apart. We're gonna rip that root ball in half this way, and then we're gonna clip off one on each side that doesn't look as good as the other one, okay? So which one do you think looks strongest? Hey! She goes right for your hair. Nope, don't eat it. Good job, good girl. Nope. No. Oh, you rat. Took a leaf off in 1 second. All right, go. Time for you to go. Come on. Time for Willow to go to their bedroom. Can't stay out of the garden. You guys wouldn't stop eating the garden. You can't be out there if you're eating the garden. Got all that stuff to eat out there and you go for the garden. I think they can grow through this. Obviously they can grow through these. I think they're peat planter pots, but I've had quite a few times where I planted them in those, and when I dug them up in the fall, that thing was still intact and only a portion of the roots made it out, so I don't like to do that. The bad part of this garden is we didn't cover it this past fall and winter like I had planned to, thinking I would cover it with mulched leaves or hay or something, and I didn't get around to doing anything with it. But we did throw some loads of sand mixed with chicken manure out of the chicken coop in here, so hopefully it's got some added nutrients from that. You sprinkle it from kind of high up there. Give it a pat down, say good luck.
Good luck.
I don't know what this is, and I'm not sure if I want another jalapeno, but that's what it looks like. I think we'll stop there for today. We're gonna do the beans in a couple rows here. We like those a lot and we want to can some, so maybe we'll just do a half of the garden. We're obviously not doing a big garden, but we'll get a little something.
Yeah, this isn't the same size as our one at the old house. That one's really big.
Right. We had a much bigger garden. We had a bigger garden when we were in Oswego, but can you turn around so the camera can see you? We had a bigger garden, I love you too, in Oswego, but I found that the more we've gotten into growing pigs and chickens, and we have chickens for eggs, and then we do them for meat, and we buy quarter beef every year from people, that the more protein we produce or we grow, the less I'm interested in having a big garden taking up time. So we just do a little bit. It's still fun this time of year. With it being Mother's Day, it's the perfect time to be outdoors and messing with the garden and seeing things grow, and so that's why we're doing it.